You gotta hit all the coups, Dustin. You gotta hit all the coups. You got. What if you hit all of it, man? You didn't hit all of it, you know? Think of it as like a DDR map. Like an FFR map. You ever played Statmania? You ever played Osu? You gotta hit them all. You can't just hit the ending ones, yo. You gotta hit them all. You have to 100% this beat map. Join the Gloving Academy Discord. Here you can share light shows and lab with other glovers from all around the world. We have an awesome community dedicated to helping each other improve. This is the only place in gloving where you can get rewarded with free gloving gear just by being active and participating in public events happening every month. I have already given out a handful of recharge packs, and all you have to do is be active within the Discord. We've got workshops, concept labs, competitions, and a growing library of free resources available no matter what skill level you are. And if you would like for me to do a frame-by-frame video of your light show, you can submit your video on the Discord. We're only going to get bigger and better from here, so follow the link in the description to join. Snaps. Let's watch snaps. There's a logo. You got like a new tattoo, bro?
Yeah.
Shit. Bro, this track. Oh, okay. Oh my god, dude. Oh. Yeah, that weight at the top there. Jeez. This is really good, bro. Super solid, bro. There's not much things that I can really take right off the bat. Gonna be completely honest with you. But that was sick. It almost looked like you tried to go into a scale, but you went into that tut isolation. Pretty solid whip segment here. It's like a little piece, you know? It's like a little piece in that show. Oh, dude, the music changed. Oh, what is that? Scale depth. Bro, that was so solid, dude. Like, what is that? That's tough, yo. Like, it's you have a very good sense of like where to place your moves on the canvas. I feel like it's very balanced. Like the thing about Snap shows is that it's very balanced and it's very aesthetically pleasing, and there's just the right amount of musicality that like, yeah, it pops. There's a very like, it's not like, it doesn't pop in like a big grand ass pop, but it's like a very subtle pop, you know what I mean? And I guess for this one, it's everything I'm gonna say is gonna be entirely subjective, okay? Because I think the biggest thing that you could have played into with this show that you didn't do was work more of those sounds in the song, right? Because you have like the execution on the tech and everything is superb, but like there's like a swagger to this song. I'm not gonna lie. There's like a like I wanted to see like more repeats, but like captivating like that song, right? I feel like there's like levels where it's like you're at like a really high level of executing that song. Then there's that percent where whenever you think of that song, that Glover is the only person you think of. Like when you watch freaking Mega Sloth to freaking Flume Hyper, I forget the song, but like when I hear that song, like I only think of Mega Sloth, right? It's like with this song, I feel like you could have like there was a lot of sounds. That's the challenge though, right? That's the challenge you give yourself. But maybe a little bit of like a swagger to like some of those like those owl coos or whatever, right? So like this is what I'm gonna talk about. Let's actually this might be more of a musicality type of feedback video than more so than it is like execution. Okay, like this is super subjective, but this is what my ear hears, okay? If you listen to the sound, okay? There's like a disorientation there in that I don't know what the freaking instrument is, like a right? Where it's like you're very static, right? You're very static and concrete with your movements. But like if you were to like showcase some of that like trippiness with like a little bit of like that of a curvature, a little bit of a legato movements to kind of captivate that trippiness to the song, right? Let's listen carefully to the sound, okay? Right? That right? Like would it have been more impactful to hit the coos in the intro but tease it, you know? Right? Like would it have been more impactful? Like listen to the or some shit like that, right? You did that in the whip section? Okay, I forget. Maybe you did. But what if you did all of them? You gotta hit all the coos, Dustin. You gotta hit all the coos. You got. What if you hit all of it, man? You didn't hit all of it, you know? Think of it as like a DDR map. Like an FFR map. You ever played Statmania? You ever played Osu? You gotta hit them all. You can't just hit the ending ones, yo. You gotta hit them all. You have to 100% this beat map. I'm playing. It's hard, man. I gotta watch this over and over. But that's what we're here for. Okay, during this part, okay, listen to the coos, okay? And then it goes up a level. Right? Like, I feel like to me, the essence, I guess to how I would hit that, I would repeat the movements. Like, I would blatantly repeat the movements, you know? To be like, yo, what? Like, he made repeating the movements look badass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, it's like an entertainment valuer, I guess, you know? Let me go back a little bit. I noticed, okay, in terms of like tech, you're going through what I've been through, Dustin. Okay, you have all these crazy forms. Yeah, you gotta start mid rocking, bro. You have all these crazy forms, okay, and you're like in the connection all the time. You're like in there, and you never stop doing your connections all the time. When like you could stay within this form, like specifically this form, and then just change one variable about it. You know what I mean? So it's like it's more so like playing with the forms because you're going through all these like form changes, and I know it's really fun. It feels really good. It's very high level, right? But there's like there's gonna be a point where like you're autopiloting that and you're always doing your plane changes. So it's like you remember like you could just move a little bit, right? You could just move a little bit and then change one, and then mess with that form and stay within there, right? So I'm basically telling you to get into 1 unit, more 1 units, okay? And for those of you who don't know what 1 unit is, it's a cause and effect concept where you have a point of contact. So it's kind of like creatures, but not quite, where like you have the point of contact at all times, and then so you're moving them at the same time. So it forces you to use what you got within the form. So you're not always disconnecting and you're always changing planes. Like you're always in this point of contact, so it becomes very like cause and effect like this. So you're staying within the form. You want to work more with what you got within your form. Okay, that's 1 unit. But yeah, I think that's probably the biggest thing. Okay, is you're always changing planes and doing your connections. That there's not really a break in the connection. You're a combo beast, bro. Like look at this form, okay? Like dope form. Dope form. Like you're like here, but like you can travel. You can travel and still use a form, but you could still change the plane but stay in the form. And now you have a totally different move. You see, look how minimal movement I'm doing? I'm gonna do the same form, okay? Boom. Boom. I'm turning. Now I got that, right? Now I got that. Bro, what is that, dude? So your traveling needs work. The traveling, that's the wording. It's just the traveling. Because you're very well balanced, but that's because you're always mid to close range within your GoPro. Like you understand, or whatever you're using to record, you understand your spacing, but creating more pathing, it's a different type of storytelling. You know what I mean? It's like the form is actually traveling and there's more like points that you could play around with, right? Besides just staying like kind of center the whole time, like that, and then you're going back and forth, whatever. But like, you know, you could take it back a little bit, travel that way, create a shape and travel and stay within your forms, right? It's a whole, it's another variable you could add to your show, for sure. Bro, dude, that freaking, that line, whoop, whoop, boom, that slow down in time. Oh, dude, I love that. Like, I love that you did it once because it makes me want to see that more. Like, right, and then, oh man, it's very satisfying. The way that you hit certain beats, does it is very satisfying. The logic is pretty good. The logic is really good. There might be another level too, where like where because you are from this like mid to close range, there's also like the level of being directly on. You know what I'm saying? So like I've played with this concept before where like I have kind of like this cage. I keep it there. So like you're like utilizing depth within just that region. So like you're like touching, you know what I mean? You could create illusions just based. It's a different realm when you're up that close. I know some people might complain like, yeah, your moves aren't in the frame, but like it depends on what you mean to do, right? Means what depends what you mean to do. Like you could like create a grid like that, and then like you just did a cutout on the screen, right? So like if you were to like do some like move where like you utilize that negative space, you know what I mean? It's very trippy. Like think of like watercolor or some shit like that. But yeah. Was that the part where you did the repeat? Like here, in this part, you missed that ring. Where's that ring, Dustin? You gotta hit that ring, man. You gotta hit the ball. Oh, that was dope. You hit that though. Like that part, like that little ringing too, like, you know, that wasn't really exemplified, right? This is a tough song, dude. It's a tough song because the most important parts are the smaller parts. Like that's crazy. Like it's tough to hit every single one of those sounds, right? Because it's hard to anticipate such minute sounds. But I feel like if you were to hit all those minute sounds, then it would have made more impact in terms of musicality, right? Yeah, I just want to maybe just more repeats in the movement. I think like this song called for way more repeats within the movement. Like and keep doing it, you know? Like utilizing that as a theme. It's an interesting song. That's tough, dude. Like listen to the sound. You heard that? Right? What if you're like in your flails? That sound right there, that sound. Right? So it's like jittering every single part of that sound. Yeah, so this part I guess it's very vanilla in terms of like concepts. It's like really good. It's really good, but it's very vanilla, right? There's a moment where you lost me here. Like these liquids here. I don't think it really adds a lot of value to the show at this point, right? It's kind of filler. Like then comes the point of like, okay, how can you add more value to the liquid? You like vanilla? Yeah, vanilla's not bad. It's just adding more different pathings, right? It's like adding more different pathings, different shapes, and different resistances and speeds with those shapes that I think would add a lot of spice. But yeah, you're right. Like sometimes vanilla's good. Mint chocolate chip is better. True. And I love mint. I love mint ice cream, bro. I love mint chocolate chip. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a strawberry mint chocolate chip guy. Yeah, you gotta go for that mint, Dustin. And the only reason why I'm just picking on you, Dustin, is because it's these small things, right, that separate like the really good Glovers to the 1%, bro. Like that small thing. Just that small thing separates, in terms of musicality, good Glovers to the 1%. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what to do to get to the 1%. Like if you're for musicality, you gotta hit those. You gotta do all these things, right? But vanilla liquid don't do it no more, bro. People have been doing that since 2006. Not even 2006. 2000 freaking whenever water was invented, bro. This, okay, this little jittery movement, that. Like, what if you had that, like, with, like, everything? Like, all your little, like, everything, but, like, you hit everything. That would be so dope. This is dope. This, let's talk about this. You got scale depths, bro. You got scale depth concepts. I've never seen this. Scale depth concepts. We're at, like, the future. Okay, I can't even do it with that hand, bro. I can't even. Scale depth. I can't do it. Dude, that's nasty. There's so much things you could do with this. I got. What if you could do, like, that, bro? This form is too crazy, bro. Diagonal scale, like, this is part future. I feel like if you build off this lies somewhere between year 2023 and, like, year 3000. No, maybe year 2050 and year 3000. This form. Yeah, I like this. Like, and I can't barely do it, bro. Oh, dude, what if you did like a scale, and then you utilize secondary movement, and, like, you keep doing that? Like, I know I'm kind of just limit testing, but, like, dude, whoa, dude, what if you, like, boop 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 boop, something like that? You just kept it going in a circuit somehow. You, like, teased it at the end. That was like a climax. That wasn't even an outro. That was a climax. Yeah, that was honestly really fire, bro. Not gonna lie, but this one's tough because it's a high level show, right? So it's like if I were to put you in a percentage, Dustin, you're like top 25% or some shit like that. I don't know. I would think so. Like, within that top 20% of, like, you know, if you're thinking in terms of, like, competition. Like, the questions are different at that level, right? It's like, I mean, it really depends on your goal. But it's like, the questions are different. How do you hit the top 1%? And it's like, in order to hit the top 1%, you need to improve at literally every single thing. Literally every single thing. What do you guys think? I think that's, like, top 20%, like, relatively, right? It's a good amount of tech, high level complexity. I think if Snaps entered the right comp, he would win. Top 1050, damn. Yeah, it's like, okay, so it's like, you got to, you're the type of Glover who will, like, hit, like, 85 to 90% on a beat map in a song, but you're not the type of guy to 100% it. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's like everything within Snap's shows. Like, you have to, like, 100% everything, and then it's like, you're gonna be golden, bro. He needs to hit the most smallest of sounds in songs, build more upon his already complex concepts, and maybe utilize a little bit of more pathing within his grid to invoke more storytelling. And I think, like, if you could do that, then, like, top 10% at least. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for whites, battery skins, or any other gloving accessories, head on over to glow-leds.com, and don't forget to use my code AlohaNation for 10% off. Big shoutouts to all current Gloving Academy Patreon subscribers. Here they are. Thank you so much for all the support. Seriously, guys. The Patreon's got weekly educational and never before seen content. So if you want to take your gloving to the next level and learn from me, come join the Gloving Academy Patreon.